Hello, all, everyone. Welcome to another Real Bedrock episode. I am the Mystic Turtle 74, and I will be your guide today. So today we're going to be talking about, yes, you guessed it, another farm. I know, exciting, right? Well, I've had a lot of people request. I need kelp. I want kelp. I got to have more kelp. So, that's what we're doing today. We're going to talk about some kelp. And I've got some really exciting systems. Well, some not so exciting, but hey, you might enjoy it. So we've got early on capability, and then a little bit later on, and then well, it's still early capability for all of it. So some of you just gotta dig down right below me and get some redstone and all that fun stuff. So yeah, there we go. Let's take a quick look at what we got going on here. We got this right behind me here. This is early game. Like when you first start up, you might spawn near a riverbank, find some kelp. That's cool. We're gonna make a channel going in. We're gonna get it water sourced, all that fun stuff, and we're gonna start growing us some kelp. So dig you 4 slots, fill it in with water, and put your kelp on each side. And don't forget the king and queen at the front and back of the table there. And so yeah, that's enough about that. Then we got this here. So basically the same principle, but it's a little bit more motorized and mechanized. So I got 2 different ways of building this here. So you can either do this here. So we got this guy right here. Don't forget, we got powered rails there. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna turn this powered rail on. We're gonna come back here, turn this powered rail on. So anything that drops on the dirt will actually go right into that. And then you're gonna bring it over to a collection system. Well, we're not running a collection system on this because this is like, it is what it is. You can double tile this, so you can build the same thing on this side. And then you just get double the amount. So the way this works is we've got the row of dirt there on the back side. We got waterlogged steps. We go into a stream right here that leads down to a collection system into a bucket. As this guy grows up, those observers will pick up the signal there that we got an entity right in front of us, or block change. So air is technically an entity block. It changed, so therefore we fire the pistons. The cool thing about this, it does not matter which one it picks up. It will fire all of them at the same time because it is a small enough system off the back side. So once that guy picks it up, the little butts on the back side, it will fire, or fart, whatever you want to call it. It turns around, lights this redstone up, which turns around, lights these blocks up, and on the back side of these blocks is, you guessed it, our piston. Okay, so that is that, and that is basically how this system works in a nutshell. Super basic, super simple. It is expensive in the aspect of the amount of observers and stuff you got to have in order to make it. Then we kick over to the back side here to this little lovely guy right here. But before I do that, let's take a look at this guy right here. So with anything, we want everything automated. This guy has the Kelp Farm down at the bottom. In the middle, it has a super composter set up. And then at the very top, if you haven't already checked it out, yes, it is the magnificent OP kelp machine. This double produces. It's faster than any other zero-tick system that's ever been made. It is literally double speed. Okay, so don't forget to check out that video. It is down in the bottom in the links, and we'll go from there. So on this setup here, so I tried to compact the one I use on a normal basis, and a little less than desired results. So we're going for 2 for 1. So for every 1 stack of bone meal, we want to get 2 stacks, or 168 sugarcane. This system works great for just bamboo, if we just need some bamboo in a hurry, but it's a 1 for 1, so it's entirely up to you. The way this guy works is we flip the lever, turns it on, pistons run, that guy spits out some sugarcane, and it all collects down below in this collection system. This system is using a hopper mine cart that's sitting on top of a piston. Great setup. There is normally a piece of glass right here, but I broke it so we could do some things. You do want glass there, so that way your product doesn't land out here on the ground. So to get a kind of a look at this system here, now like I said, this is giving you, for every 1 stack, you're only getting 50 4 back, that is less than desirable. But just so you can see what the inside of this looks like, we've got this type of clock right here. Don't forget to put it in subtract mode in order for the clock to work. It comes up, feeds into here, and then it also feeds into that dispenser there. Now we got to slow this guy down a little bit, so I came up with this design right behind us. So yeah, this one here is actually giving us 1 for 1, so 1 equals 64 of the, so 1 stack. So same setup there, goes into that. I did move it over 1 slot. We did add a repeater in here on 2 tick and brings it up, so it slows it down a little bit so it can grow. Works good. That's all you need is a stack and you're good to go. And you got plenty of bone meal to go around. Now the system that I use normally, this does give you a 2 for 1, so 1 equals 128. This is a 4x4 setup, so let's say here, no, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4x6 setup. So this is using the T clock right here, comes in. We're powering this guy right here, and it does not matter if you have a piece of redstone here or a torch here. It does not matter. You're basically getting the same result. I've tried it. That comes off up here. We're going to kick into here on a 2 delay onto the pistons, and then it comes over and heads into here. So you're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of redstone. You use 9 pieces of redstone. You're using 2 of the repeaters and 1 torch and a toggle or a lever. 1 dispenser, 2 of those guys, some glass and building blocks, and 1 piece of dirt. And don't forget, you got 1 piece of the sugarcane right there. This is using the same style as the others as far as collection system here. I am going to show you a little bit more compact. It's a 4x4 square, and you guys inspired me to improve upon this to make it a little bit smaller. So that's what I did. So we're still going to utilize the T clock here, but we're using 1 piece of redstone, 2 torches, 1 lever, and the repeater. I did change up the collection system a smidget there, so I'm still using the hopper minecart because it does spit stuff out and then pulls it back out or back in. It's like some matrix stuff going on there. So I decided to throw some glass panes, which I don't normally use a whole lot of. So this guy pushes the stuff forward, it's going to drop straight into the hopper, and then by setting the hopper up like this, so we've got a chest here with 2 hoppers facing into it, and then the one on the back side facing into the top hopper. It is doing a double speed for dropping down, and you're not having to wait for your product to show up. Instead of using a log step on the back side, we went with a water on the side. So this guy is like super massively compact. You can double it up if you're not getting enough, but this does do like that one there. It does give you a 2 for 1 setup. So 128 on the return. Do put a cap on the top. You can use a half slab, or you can use whatever you want. So there's half slabs, there's trap doors. I get a little anxious when I'm using anything but a full block because it could phase through it and not come back down. Then you're stuck trying to chase it. Entirely up to you. So now to build this guy here, this is super basic, super simple. You're going to grab you some building material. It's entirely up to you how much you want. You can use glass like I used in this so you can see it all the way around, or you can just use building material all the way around it. You're going to use, for the collection system right off the bat is what we're going to start with. Actually, no, let's start with the T clock here. So we're going to use, I don't know why I have 4 levers here. We're only going to use 1 lever. All right. And we're going to use the redstone repeater, 2 torches, 1 piece of redstone dust, 1 dirt, and 1 dispenser. We're going to use the 3 hoppers, 2 chests, piston, bucket of water. You're going to use your sugarcane, bone mill. Don't forget your building blocks, glass, and all that fun stuff. All right, so we're going to come over here. We're going to figure out which side we want to go. And no, I don't know why there's an egg there. I did not put it there for demonstration, but no. Okay, that figures. It disappears as I talk about it. Yay. So that's one less thing I have to worry about. So we're going to figure out, okay, we're going to use this corner right here. So I'm going to break these 3 blocks right here. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to place a double chest here. And then coming off that double chest, don't forget we got a crouch and sneak. We're going to place one down. We're going to place another one. We're aim for the back of the chest so that way the nipple goes into it. As you can see right there, it goes in. And then we're going to place another one, not like that, but we want it going into that hopper, just like that. So let's place that block back right there because we didn't need to take it out. Now, as you can see, I kind of outlined this right here. We're going to start off with our T-clock. We're going to put our base in here. We're going to put a temporary block there and one on front, one on back, and remove the center block. That was the temporary. We're going to put our lever right there. We're going to put a redstone right beneath that, and we're going to put our redstone repeater facing towards the back on 0 tick or 1 tick. Yeah, no, this is 1 tick. So you're not going to change position. We're going to put redstone right on the back side. The clock starts working. We're going to shut the clock off because we know it is working. Now we're going to come over to our unit here once we got all this in here. So we need to get our dirt in here. So it's going to spit this way. Now, anytime I do have this open spot right here, I do get nervous because your product can collect there. Do keep that in mind as you're building the system. We're going to put a block on the back side. Now, where each of these 3 blocks are here, I'm going to put a block right there. And that is where our water is going to be setting up at. So let's move some stuff around here because we don't need that guy anymore. We don't need that. Don't need the dirt anymore. So let's go ahead and bring our glass panes. Water bucket, that guy. Don't need our chests or hoppers anymore, so we can get this guy brought up. Now we're going to place our water in that open spot right there. Coming off the back side, we're going to place our dispenser coming onto the dirt, okay? Go ahead and place your sugar cane there. And then on top of your dispenser, now this one here, you're going to have to sneak and crouch, place the first one, and then the second piston. So that's a double piston right there. Now once we've got that, we can go ahead and cover this section right up here. All right, just like that. And we're going to bring this all the way up like this to the very top. And we're going to do the same thing here. Bring this, we're going to close all this system up. All right, and then we're going to turn around and coming out the back here, I'm just going to go like this. It does not have to go on the very back like that. We're going to place our glass panes right here. There's going to be a grand total of 3 glass panes going in place. Once you got those, it is time to finish up the rest of our, so we did mess up right here. We do not want these glass panes right here. We, however, are going to place a redstone torch right on top of that. As you notice, it should go out immediately. And then we're going to place a block right on top of that. So as this guy fires and turns on and off, this guy is going to light up repeatedly. And in the process, it is lighting up the... Fill this real quick, is going to light up this block here, which is going to turn around and light that up. So if we remove this, we flip it on, we don't have it. If you notice, just the one works, then we put that up there. So let's see if we can get this guy to fire separately. Yeah, it's not going to do it. So sometimes you get them to go backwards. So just shut it off, turn it back on, and it works. So that is basically this system in a nutshell. It is more compact than that, and it works great. Now we turn around, we get over here. Now let's go ahead and remove these blocks right here. Let's say we need a way to get our stuff in here. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to bring these guys right back for us. And we're going to turn around. We're going to crouch and sneak. And we're going to place one hopper with the nipple going into the dispenser. Then on top of that, let's go ahead and put in 2 chests. Now let's say that we're going to be building this big gigantic guy up here. So on top of this, let's go ahead and add some hoppers into that, and then they'll feed up into the composter and all that stuff. And that is this system in a nutshell, okay? Don't forget to watch the other setups, and you can see how that all works. And then going into here, all that works. So let's put our... bone mill in right here. As you can see, we have nothing in the chest. We're going to turn this system on. Now, while we let this guy run for a second here, would you like to know how to build a super composter? Yes, I thought you would. Okay, so this is actually a super system, super easy system. All you need is these 3 items right here. You're going to use 2 chests, 3 hoppers, or 2 hoppers, 3 chests, 2 hoppers, and 1 composter. You're going to do that by placing a chest down on the ground. And then you're going to crouch and sneak. You're going to place the hopper, then the composter, then another hopper, and then another chest. Now, if you're building it in that system here, you're not going to put that chest there because, yeah, this is going to be fast enough. It drops it all down, and then you'll have bone meal coming out in the bottom. All right, this guy's already done. Let's go ahead and flip that off. Our chest should be full. So as you can see, 2 for 1. We are set. We are good to go. And that is basically our system in a nutshell. If you've not already done so, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. It is free. It is the easiest way to help support the channel. Don't forget to also check out our Discord channel and trying to populate that and get people in there and say hi, how you doing, and talk. I hope you enjoyed this. Now let's take a quick look at another way of getting bone meal. Are you ready for this? This is going to be a blast. Okay guys, we are in my actual main world here. Well, this is actually a copy of it, of the realm I had up and running. So one way we can actually get some bone meal is like we can go hunting. So like that spider over there, spider's not actually going to get us any bone meal, but is going to get us some other material. Now what we want to do is we want to run around. We want to look for some skeletons, and we want to kill our skeletons. Okay, this is a garbage bow. You want an elite bow, and then that way you can shoot everything and kill it. All right, now another way you can do this here, yes, you can see that's the veggie farm there, is this is one thing I built right away, just so I could say I built it. It is, yes, you guessed it, is a melon farm. And then down below it all turns into compost. So I got quite a bit of it running, and it's not the most efficient way, but you know, hey, it works. And I had fun building it. That is all that matters. Another way of getting your material is you can, if you're lucky enough, you can find a skeleton farm or spawner and build a skeleton farm underneath it. You're going to get bones, arrows that you can sell to your mates and all that fun stuff. Or you can turn around and you want to, you know, get rid of your the excess bows, or you actually can take the bows and, you know, break them down and all that fun stuff. Another thing you can do is this guy right here. And this is actually going to get you some XP while you're in it. Come on. I want to do that. Let's get up here. So this guy here, don't forget to check out the mob farms. This one here is built up in the air. Do not need any mob spawners. This guy works during the day, works during the night. I haven't been over here in a while, but it does give you a bunch of bones and all that fun stuff. So we're going to pop up here. This is our kill chamber. We're going to come in here. We're going to kill our guys. Eventually we get some skeletons and all that stuff here. And we can repair our stuff and get all of our bone meal in the process. The other thing is we're right above water. We can also build a farm. A fish farm. Sounds like fun. Okay guys, we are at Bee Mountain here. We call it Bee Mountain because there's literally thousands and thousands of beehives and bees everywhere. So yes, that is my house there. We got the butcher shop there. We got Ender Girl's house there. And on the back side of my house, we've got Mrs. Dana's bus. Off to the right here, we do have a iron farm that does work. It is pretty easy, pretty quick, pretty simple. As we come up here, we got another mob farm over here. All right, as we get over here, Now this one here is actually inspired by a guy named Silent Whisper. Oh no. It's okay. Why did that jump me so fast up there? I don't know. Anyway, so I built this, and this was actually a really OP setup just by itself. But it is set up to where I could actually make a double unit over there. It did take me like 6 days in IRL to build this monstrosity, but as you can see here, let's get a better look at this guy right here. We got mobs that are spawning. They're dropping down in here. It is not turned on at the moment. Come up top here. These guys are layered out. Water's in there. They're all being pushed forward. We do have a platform up here. And as you can see, I got a bunch of stuff already set right there. We're going to hit this button here. We're going to turn this on. And as we turn it on, we're going to come down here and we're going to look. And you can see the mobs are getting destroyed. Look, there's even skeletons in there. You saw a bone there pop off his leg. It comes down here. It feeds in. I'm going to recommend a little bit more than just the one to try to collect things, because as this guy fills up, it's all going to go straight to the top. As you can see, this is all full. This world here, this one was saved. So I actually did have a lot more going on. Come on. I did have this all set in storage, and literally thousands and thousands of bone. You can turn all the bone into bone meal. So let me see here. I don't think I got bone meal blocks in here. That was kind of crazy. That kind of glitched and lagged and blah blah blah. So anyways, when you build this, I would recommend building a automatic sorting system, so everything goes into it. So all your bones in one, all this and the other, and then a couple slots for like all the excess garbage to go into. Then you can pick and sort through it and throw what you don't want into an incinerator. But this guy here will get you tons and tons of XP, as well as all the bone meal and everything that you want. Watch my video on XP machine, or on the mob farms, and I will catch you guys later.